In a laboratory, a lot of the professors also do a lot of interdisciplinary research. So some of them might work together with our science faculty. Some of them might work together with political scientists or people from our communication department. So they're really intertwined and interlinked, and all the research is always integrated within the teaching as well. Some examples of the research facilities that we have, I already mentioned the Highfield Magnet Laboratory, of course, but we also have the Donners Institute for Brain Cognition and Behavior, which is one of the best in the world. If you're interested in how the brain works and develops and how your cognitive function works, and there researchers from our Faculty of Science, our Faculty of Medical Science, and our Faculty of Social Science all come together. We also have the Max Planck Institute for Psycholinguistics, with whom the Faculty of Social Science and the Faculty of Arts work closely together as well. The Max Planck Institute is actually an independent institute, but it's located on our campus. We have the Radbach Sports Center, which is a state-of-the-art sports center, and it's located right on our campus. For those of you who are interested in one of the programs at the Nijmegen School of Management, it's actually attached to that building. So after you have finished your classes there or studied in the study area, you can walk right into the sports center. It's the #1 university sports center in the world, according to students, and we have more than 80 sports on offer for just over €100 per year. We have been ranked Best Traditional University in the Keuzegids 2021. We've actually been ranked that 9 out of 10 times over the last 10 years. And it means that students consider us to be the university, the best university in the Netherlands that houses the traditional disciplines that a university should have. So we're not traditional in the teaching sense, we're traditional in the way that we are set up. We have 7 different faculties with a lot of different disciplines. We have all of the traditional disciplines, so science, medical science, law, business, arts, humanities, and that's why it's called the Award for Best Traditional University. We are also ranked 104 in the Shanghai rankings, 24th in the European teaching rankings, 128th in the Times Higher Education World University rankings, and 217th in the QS rankings. Then our bachelor programs. We have 14 different English to bachelor programs in a whole range of different fields. We have 3 numerous fixes bachelor programs. Those are artificial intelligence, biology, and psychology. And what that means is that these programs have a selective feature at the beginning or when you apply. The deadlines are also different, and I'll explain a bit about that later. For your bachelor's admission, I see that we only mention the Romanian diploma here, but I can also say a little bit about the Greek diploma. So we would look at the Diploma de Baccalaureate for Romanian students, and the IELTS, TOEFL, or Cambridge exams are required as a form of English language proficiency. Depending on the program that you're interested in, we might also look at additional requirements for certain programs. For the Greek students among us who want to study a bachelor's program, we would look at the Apostoliterio. Most of our programs would require at least a GPA of 15, and some of our programs require even higher GPAs for that. So I would always recommend that you just check the admission requirements on our webpage as well to make sure, just like with the additional requirements as well, what you are required to have in terms of grading and what the additional requirements might be. For the Diploma de Baccalaureate, I'll just mention that just to avoid confusion, we don't look at specific grades. And again, for Greek students, we also look at an English language proficiency test. We also have 35 English taught master's programs in a lot of different fields. We had to group the fields here because we have too many to mention separately. But in business economics, computing science, humanities, medical science, law, spatial planning and human geography, political science, of course, in science and social and behavioral sciences as well. So if you're interested in a specific master course, check the website to make sure that we have that course, or you can, of course, mention any questions that you have in the chat, and I will answer them later so I can see how I can help. Admissions for the master programs are a bachelor's degree, preferably in the field that you're interested in. So for example, if you're interested in economics, we would be looking at a bachelor's degree in economics already. We also require English language proficiency test, and each of our programs has specific requirements as well. So please, for that, again, check the program website of the program that you're interested in to make sure that you meet the requirements there. So I already briefly spoke about the personal aspect of our teaching, but this is just a bit more information about what teaching at our university looks like, and also what teaching in the Netherlands generally looks like. So in the Netherlands, it's very common for universities to have lectures and working groups. So the working groups is where you work together in smaller groups, preparing presentations, maybe preparing a case study. And that's really where most of the interaction with the teacher or the lecturer is. However, even in the traditional lecture, where you will obtain all of the theory that you need, the lecturer will ask questions and will expect students to have prepared for the classes and to answer their questions. In our teaching, which again is very interactive, we expect a lot of student input and feedback. And for this, we expect that students prepare for class and don't just show up and think, well, I'll read that after class, or I'll just catch up. We focus a lot on soft skills, so mainly in the working groups. I already mentioned working in groups, things like presentation skills and stuff. They're really developed in the working groups there. And we have study advisors available for all programs. So that's very important to us, to be able to provide you the support that you need throughout your academic career with us. You can apply with which, you know, Edmundo can help you, of course, through StudyLink and uploading your documents in Osiris. Edmundo can assist you with all of that. So if you have any questions, just please ask them for help as well. The deadline is the 15th of January for selective bachelor's programs, the 1st of May for students who would like to obtain accommodation assistance, and the 1st of June is the final deadline. Then student finances, also very important, of course. The tuition fee for bachelor's and master's for EU students, €2,168. This is because the tuition fees in the Netherlands are subsidized by the government, and this tuition fee has been fixed by the Dutch government as well. Then just a quick overview of yearly expenses. Of course, we understand that everybody's student budget is different, and students you know, spend their money differently, but this is just a rough estimation of what we think students need. As I already mentioned, we offer quite a bit of support through study advisors, for example, but there are other ways in which we want to help you. We want to help you before arriving at university already. So we assist you all with housing. I mentioned if you apply before the 1st of May, students can get accommodation assistance, which means that you will either get a place in one of the options that we have available to us at the university, or you will obtain guidance from us. We have quite a lot of rooms available at the university, or at least with other parties. And in past years, we were able to house most of our international students, but we can't guarantee that we can house all of our international students. But we really do our best to support you, because we find it super important that when you're coming to study at Radbach University, that there is already so much that you need to arrange, and there's already so much that, you know, you're worried about when moving from another country and arranging a new bank account or whatever you need to arrange. That housing is the last thing that we want you to worry about when you're focusing on starting your new studies. And then also, if COVID permits, we will welcome you at Schiphol to, you know, just help you kind of find your way to the ticket machine, how to buy tickets, which trains you need to take, whether you know, if you just need to go to the bathroom for a quick refreshment, we can watch your luggage. So we're really there for you from the very first day that you arrive. And during your studies, we have study advisors at hand. We have mentors in the first year for bachelors. These are your academic skills mentors, and they will help you with all the things that you would need help with in terms of academic skills, but they also look after your well-being and check in to see how you're doing and how your progress is. Some of our programs have tutors rather than mentors, so that's just a different wording. We have student deans, we have student trainers, we have student psychologists. We have a lot of support on offer at our university. All you need to do is ask, talk to your mentor, talk to your study advisor, tell them what's up, and we will make sure that you get the appropriate help. But if you are struggling or you have a question, you could just have a question about, I want to do this specialization, or after this course, I want to become this. Which subject should I take in order to make sure that, you know, that's where I go? All those kind of things can be asked, but you need to ask those questions. We can't look into your minds to see what's up. So we need that initial, you know, nudge, email to be able to help you. We have a lot of social support as well. We have the orientation week, which is generally in the 3rd week of August. And that's where you get to know the campus and the city. We have Dutch and international students meet and interacting and making friends as well. You also get to know a lot more about your study program, at least for bachelor students. For master students, we have a separate Master's Welcome Day, which is a week later, so a week after the orientation week. And a lot of students who have participated in the orientation week make friends for life there. And I would say it's really invaluable to your start in the Netherlands at Radboud University. So I would highly encourage you to participate. We also offer social courses or courses in social Dutch. There's no need to know Dutch for your studies because we have a lot of English taught programs, as you already saw, but knowing Dutch will help you integrate, and especially if you're interested in working in the Netherlands, it will highly increase chances on the job market. Now, you don't need Dutch for your studies. You also don't need Dutch to live in the Netherlands because everybody speaks English here. But the course is free. So I think, you know, it's good to just be able to say, hey, how are you? And it really, you know, makes so many people even more enthusiastic about helping you and speaking to you. If you just show a little bit of interest into the Dutch culture and language as well. And then I just wanted to finish off with the 5 main reasons that students say they want to study at Radboud University. First of all, of course, as I already mentioned, because it's one of the best traditional universities in the Netherlands, and it has been nominated that for 9 out of 10 years already. We have a wide range of study options. We have a worldwide recognized diploma. We have a very personal approach to teaching, and we have excellent services and facilities, all in the east of the Netherlands, all near to the German border as well. So if you have any questions for us after today, just please contact us at studyinformation@ru.nl. Follow us on social media, of course. Ask EDMUNDO all about us because they can help as well. Join our online bachelor's events if you're interested in bachelor's. We have virtual open days, webinars, virtual fairs, experience days, student for a day activities as well. So there's a lot of ways in which you can familiarize yourself with all of our programs and all of the things we offer. We also have master's events, so quite similar to our bachelor's events. If you're interested in those, then you go to ru.nl/masters/events as well. Yeah, so for now, I would like to thank you for listening. And if you have any further questions, you can answer them in the chat. I see that a couple have come in, so I'll just stop sharing my screen so I can see everybody again and answer the chat. So I see a question. Unfortunately, I can't read Greek letters, so I won't try to pronounce your name, but I will just repeat the question. Hello, Mrs. Brand. I am from Greece and I'm interested in behavioral sciences master, and I would like to know if someone is being accepted for this year. Is it possible to keep admission for next year, or she has to apply again? Unfortunately, you would have to apply again next year. There's not really anything like deferring in the Netherlands. But if you are admitted this year and you are interested in, you due to circumstances can't start this year and would like to start next year, it is worth keeping your admission letter and attaching that to your application next year, just so they can see that you were already admitted previously, and that will make it easier for them to assess your file. Then Andrea says, I study sports science at University of Nicosia. I want to study master's program in exercise physiology. Do you have this program? Unfortunately, we don't have a program that specializes in that. Unfortunately, we don't really have any programs that are related. So maybe talk to EDMUNDO about the specifics that you're interested in, so they can help you further and find the program that is best suited for your interests. Then, is there a master's degree in criminology or forensic psychology? Unfortunately, we don't offer that. We do offer sociology, but that of course is different than specifically criminology. I'm also not 100% sure which universities in the Netherlands offer that. I do know that it is offered in the Netherlands, but again, I would recommend you to talk to EDMUNDO to see, they can help you with the exact programs as well. If I graduate in October, can I enroll anyway? Anna asks, that is a question that you would have to check with the particular study program that you're interested in. I believe that as long as it's only the diploma, you should be able to enroll, because then you can provide us with a graduation statement from your university that says that you've completed all of the requirements to graduate, and you will obtain your diploma in October. But please contact the program that you're interested in about this if you've not already applied, and otherwise the program that you're admitted to, of course. Do I need to have a certain grade at my baccalaureate exam to enter bachelor program in biology, chemistry, or molecular life sciences? I don't think so, but let me check for you. I'll just find the admission requirements for that real quick. So I'm just looking at them now. Romania, molecular. Yeah, you would need at least 8 out of 10 in your final GPA or your overall GPA in the final year. And mathematics, physics, and chemistry should be at least 9 out of 10. And GPA of the examined subjects in the baccalaureate should be at least a 9 out of 10 as well. And you need to have taken a natural sciences profile. So that's only for bachelor program in biology, chemistry, and molecular life sciences. Do you offer law programs? We do, but we only offer law and English in the master's program. So I don't know if you're interested in master's or bachelor's. If you could specify that, I will let you know, but then generally only for master's. I want to go for my master's. Do I need certain grades on my bachelor's thesis? Also, are the exam results in the past 3 years taken into account, or they really don't matter? Unfortunately, I can't really answer that for the master's programs. Each program has their own admission requirements, and I'm not familiar with them. So for that, I would recommend that you check the website to make sure, you know, if there's any information there, or contact the program directly to find out. I am interested in the master named Diversity in Youth Care, but I see that this master is available only for September. Unfortunately, no, there's really no way if they don't have a February intake, that wouldn't be the case, and I don't believe it has. We have very few programs with a February intake. So unfortunately, that wouldn't be possible, only in September. Marilena, thank you, Marilena, for spelling your name in English. I would like to ask you if there's extra charge in annual master's fees if someone already has a master's. I don't think so if you don't have a master's from the Netherlands. But for that, I would recommend that you contact admissions at ru.nl. They would be able to provide you with more information. I'll just quickly type it here as well. Yeah, I need to type it correctly. Then I have just quickly have to go scroll all the way back. Any program for full scholarships for medicine? Unfortunately not, and unfortunately we don't have medicine in English. We do have masters in biomedical sciences and molecular mechanisms of disease, but they don't have any scholarships available for EU students. And for medicine, we don't have it in English, but Groningen and Maastricht do. So if you're interested in the bachelor's in medicine and really want to become a doctor, I recommend that you have a look for that. Then Diana asks, if I have received a mail from the university that I have been conditionally admitted, means that I have a place at the university after I send the Baccalaureate diploma? Yes, and any other documents that we need from you. So check your email in which it states that you've been conditionally admitted to make sure that you know which documents we need from you. And once you've sent all of those in, and once you've paid, of course, you are enrolled in our program. So that's absolutely no problem. Unless you're talking about one of the numerous fixed programs, so biology, chemistry, and biology, artificial intelligence, and psychology. and that would be a different situation, of course, but then you would have already been informed about the processes, etc. If I am at the tourism and alimentation program, can I apply to business and economics program? Unfortunately, I don't know enough about that, whether you're interested in masters or bachelors. I recommend that you send us an email or talk to EDMUNDO. They know a bit more about the admission requirements as well, and they will be able to assist further. Do you accept students who apply in the beginning of their gap year? Yeah, that's absolutely no problem. Our applications open as of the 1st of October. So if you've graduated, let's say you graduate September 2021. So you graduate this year, 2021, and you want to study in September 2022, and you're taking gap year next year, the coming year, you can apply starting the 1st of October. That's absolutely no problem. If I want to study public finance or MBA, what about the costs? We unfortunately don't have an MBA. We do have a Master's of Science in Business Administration. There's a slight difference there. The programs are always 2,000 or around 2,000 euros for all EU citizens. So it doesn't matter whether it's a Master of Science in Business or a Master of Science in Social Sciences. That's absolutely no, there's no difference there. What are the requirements for the Bachelor's in Business Communication? Why are SAT included? SATs aren't necessarily included, only if you do not meet the requirements for the mathematics test or mathematics things. Just have a quick look for international business communication as well, if I can find it. And there you have had to pass maths in the final examination. I also don't know if I still have the time. I hope so. I studied logistics and finance at Greece Technological Educational Institute of Crete. What are the chances you accept students that have my type of diploma at master's course? Do I need to take the pre-master's course? If so, is it in English? That depends on which program you are applying for. It depends on which subject you've taken. So the admissions board for the program would have to look at your transcripts and at your course list to determine whether you're admissible. It could be that you have to take the pre-masters. I don't know, unfortunately, at this point. I recommend that you send an email with all of the information or talk to EDMUNDO. Pre-masters courses, if the English taught programs have one, are also in English. Would be a good average to study comparative European history from Cyprus. We would also look at the Apollotirion with at least a GPA of 15. George says this was not included in last year's requirements. I'm presuming that's from business communication. Unfortunately, you would have to contact the business communication department about this, because unfortunately, I'm not one of their admissions officers, so I can't really say anything about that. If you accept students that are under 18, we don't have any specific policy on accepting students under the age of 18. As long as you meet the requirements, you are more than welcome to study at Radbach University. Would you recommend Radbach University for a master in the pedagogical field? Yes, I would definitely do. We have an excellent program here in pedagogical sciences. I wish I could pronounce that better, but I would definitely recommend studying that here at Radbach University. Our social sciences faculty is an excellent faculty, as well as all of our other faculties. But yeah, I would definitely do. do I have to take an admission exam to get admitted for the biology bachelor program? Yes, we have a selective biology program, which means that you do have to take extra exams after you've been conditionally admitted. We have an entrance exam or a selection exam that we look at as well, and motivation. So there are extra steps that you would need to take. Students need to apply by January 15th. After that, all the students receive the same information, so they all prepare for the exact same exam in the exact same way. And then by April 15th, you will generally find out if you have met the requirements. I would like to know about the language degree. We have a lot of language degrees, so yeah, have a look at our website, talk to EDMUNDO, they will be able to help further as well. If I apply at the age of 26 to 27 for a bachelor's degree, do I have the same chances to be accepted as someone who's 18, 19? I am interested in a second bachelor. Yes, you will have the exact same chances. We cannot look at age when accepting you. We can only look at your academic background. So you have the exact same chances as anybody else to be admitted into the program. I have read that there will be a 50% reduction on fees for 2021. For first year students, I definitely know that there is a reduction of 50% in the tuition fees. For other programs, I believe that there has been news of that, but it's not been definite yet. As soon as we have more information, we will share this on our website. So please just check our website to make sure that you have all of the correct information. I would like to know if I could study business management at Radbach University. When should I apply? I'm in the second year of high school. Yes, we have business administration at Radbach University in the bachelor's program, so you're more than welcome to apply. You would apply in your final year of high school. So I believe in Greece and in Romania, there's 3 years of high school. So I would recommend that you apply then. And then you apply from the 1st of October onwards, and you have until the 1st of May to apply. I believe, Maya, I already answered your question about studying comparative European history. Alexandra asks about scholarships. Unfortunately, we don't have any scholarships available for bachelor students or for master students for EU countries, but we do have a grant in the Netherlands, which is, or a loan, I should say, which is from DUO. So you can talk, I hope EDMUNDO has a bit more information on that as well. You can perhaps talk to them about study loans in the Netherlands. Psychology bachelors, Katrina asks, yes, similarly to biology, it is a numerous fixes program. So after the 15th of January, when all the applications have been assessed, you will obtain information on the exam, and you will have to take an exam as well. Then Lazarus asks, I'm looking to study an MSc in supply chain management and logistics. However, I'm unable to quit my job, and so it has to be online and part-time. I'm interested in working in the Netherlands, since most Netherlands universities don't offer part-time distance learning programs. If I obtain a relevant MSc in, for example, a university in the UK, do I have good prospects of moving to the Netherlands on an international job if I don't speak Dutch from the get-go? I really can't comment on that. Students who don't speak Dutch do find it a bit more difficult to find work in the Netherlands. Of course, if you look at the west of the Netherlands, there is a bit more of an opportunity there. There are a bit more international, bigger companies, but I'm I really can't guarantee whether or not you would obtain a job. That really depends on the job market and on the companies as well. What are the other bachelor programs that require an exam to get in? So as I mentioned, we have 3 different numerus fixus programs. These are biology, artificial intelligence, and psychology. So they require an extra exam. However, all of our programs require an English language certificate, and some of our programs could require additional certificates as well if you don't meet the admission requirements. Could you once again please mention how we can contact you considering the masters? I will write our main email address here, but you can also, of course, speak to EDMUNDO because they are here to assist you. But if you have any questions that they can help you with, you can always just email studyinformation@ru.nl, and from there we can forward them to the departments as well. Let's see, Kostas, if I do a master's degree at economics in your country, what are the possibilities to find a job in your country? There are definitely possibilities. We have quite a few international alumni who do find jobs in the Netherlands at international companies. But students who put in a bit of effort and who are able to speak a little bit of Dutch are in an advantage there, definitely. If I study another course during my gap year, will students who travel or do internships have an advantage? No, definitely not. We only look at your academic background. We don't look at any extracurricular activities, so that from that point of view, it doesn't really matter. Are there internship opportunities for psychology students? Yes, there are possibilities. And we also conduct quite a lot of research within our psychology department as well. Maya wasn't present when I answered. That was about the GPA from Cyprus, if I believe. You need to obtain an apoliterion with a GPA of at least 15 for comparative European history. If I finish high school in the mathematics information field, do I need to take any extra exams apart from Baccalaureate and IELTS in order to be accepted to join the computer science degree? Minimum grades required in order to be accepted. Let me just quickly check again. For computing science, that would be mathematics and natural sciences or mathematics and computing science profiles are taken into consideration. Overall GPA in the final year should be at least 8 out of 10. Grades in the final year for specifically relevant subjects. Mathematics in either computer science, physics, and/or chemistry should be at least 9 out of 10. GPA in the examined subjects in the baccalaureate should also be at least 9 out of 10. Mathematics and either computing science, physics, or chemistry should be examined in the baccalaureate with a grade of at least 9 out of 10. Need knowledge of economics and maths at tourism and culture? I don't believe so, but please contact the program directly to check this. Alexandra says, how important are extracurricular activities in getting admitted? They're definitely not important at all. What we focus on is your academic background. Do universities accept Cambridge English C2 certificate? We only accept the CAE or the CPE, so I'm not 100% sure about this certificate, but if you have an English language certificate already, I would recommend that you attach this to your application, and then the admission board for that program can evaluate it. For all of our programs, you either need to obtain an IELTS, TOEFL, CAE, or CPE exam to answer Costa's question about economics as well. So I believe those are all the questions. If there are any more questions, please feel free to add them into the chat. And otherwise, yeah, thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you very much, Anna, for this really insightful presentation.
You're very
It's been great. It's been great to hear straight on from you all this this information and experience.
Yeah, you're very welcome. I'm glad that I could share it today. I just saw there were a couple of final questions that came in just as I said. Thank you. So I want to follow a Bachelor in Molecular Life Sciences. Will I need to take my bachelor exam in biology, chemistry, and physics? I believe so. But please check with EDMUNDO or the website as well to make sure. And the deadline for this year is the 1st of May for students who want housing assistance. For that, you don't have to have completed your application, but you need to have started your application in StudyLink as well as Osiris. And then for business, we don't necessarily look at grades for Romanian students. Yeah, so thank you very much. Have a great day, everyone. And I hope to see you in Nijmegen at some point soon.
Thank you, Anna, and thank you everybody for joining. Bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you.